Hello everyone. In the last episode, we have seen that Celerino was trying to figure out why Antonio was sad, and he had given the reason that Antonio was probably sad because he was thinking about the safety of his ships, which were all out in the sea. However, Antonio does not agree with him, and he tells clearly that that is not the reason. Now we start from lines 42. Antonio says, "Believe me, no. I thank my fortune for it." Antonio says that I am blessed that is not the reason for my sadness. I am not at all worried about the safety of my ships. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted. He says my business enterprises are not dependent upon just one business venture, about one business, that ship, nor to one place, nor all his ships are going to one single destination, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Moreover, his financial status is not dependent upon the business transaction of that financial year. That means what? His ships were all going to different directions, first of all. Secondly, he was well enough not to depend upon only the profit that would come that year. His financial position was quite strong. Therefore, my merchandise makes me not sad. He says, therefore, that cannot be the reason that I am sad. Celerino says, why? Then you are in love. Now please mark this. This is the second reason which Celerino gives. He says that if Antonio is not worried about his ships, then he must be in love. Antonio, fie. Antonio rejects this reason outrightly and tells Celerino that it's utter nonsense. How could he even think of such a thing? Celerino, not in love neither. He says, oh my God, if this is also not the reason, then let us say you are sad because you are not married. He says, then the only thing that you are sad is because you are not happy. And it were as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry because you are not sad. Just as it is easier for us to say that we are happy because we are not sad. In the same manner, he says that you are sad because you are not happy. Now by two-headed Janus. Now see, Celerino here makes a comparison. He makes a comparison, like he refers to Janus, who is the Greek god of doors and windows. Now he says that this god Janus, he has got two faces, one smiling and one frowning. So just as Janus has got two faces, one frowning, one smiling, in the same manner nature has created two types of personalities in this world. One who are always laughing, and the other who are always serious and they are frowning. Nature had framed strange fellows in her time. Some that will evermore peep through their eyes. Means some people, they laugh so much that their eyes close almost like folds when they laugh, and laugh like parrots at a bagpiper. Just as a parrot can laugh at anything, these people also, they are so silly that they can laugh even at the silliest joke, and even at something as silly as the bagpiper. माने कुछ भी उनको दिखे और वो हंसना शुरू कर देंगे. अगर एक bagpiper दिखता है तो वो उसको देख करके भी हंसना शुरू कर देंगे. And second category of people, and other of such vinegar aspect. Vinegar aspect means people who have got always a sour expression on their face, who are always frowning. Now this is the second category of people. They will not show their teeth in a way of smile, though Nestor swear the jest be laughable. Now they are so serious-minded that they will not laugh even if the joke is so funny that it would make Nestor laugh. Now serious-minded people have been described by using the word Nestor. Nestor was an old and wise Greek general, and he was known for his seriousness. If Nestor would laugh at a joke, that means the joke was really funny. But there are some people who would not laugh even if that joke could make a serious person like Nestor laugh. Now this point is again important because you can get two kind of questions over here, like who is Nestor, who was Janus, why is Janus referred to, or what are the two different kind of people in the world, what are the two categories of people that nature has created. Then Selenio says, here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman, Gratiano and Lorenzo. Fare ye well, we leave you now with better company. Now just then Bassanio enters, followed by Gratiano and Lorenzo. And Selenio, because everybody is aware of the friendship between Bassanio and Antonio, so Selenio says that since your best friend Bassanio has come, followed by Lorenzo and Gratiano, we will leave you to the better company. Salarino, I would have stayed here till I made you merry if worthier friends had not prevented me. Because they are all aware of this deep love that Antonio has for Bassanio, so they are kind of teasing him that because your most valuable friend Bassanio have come, so obviously there is no need for us to stay here. I would have stayed and till I had made you merry, but because I can see that your best friend Bassanio has come, so I am sure you don't need my company anymore. Then Antonio understands this teasing and he replies, your worth is very dear in my regard. He says, you are equally important to me. I have high regards for you. I take it your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart. Now he answers them back. He says that I am sure that you must have some work of your own, and you are only using the arrival of Bassanio as a pretext to leave this place. Enter Bassanio, Lorenzo and Gratiano. Salarino, good morrow, my good lords. Good Signius both. When shall we laugh? Say when. You grow exceeding strange. Must it be so? Bassanio wishes them both good morning and he says that you people have become almost like strangers because we are not meeting often and it's better that we meet often. Then Salarino says we will make our leisures to attend on yours. That means whenever we are free and it is mutually convenient for both of us, we will surely meet. And then they both leave. Then Lorenzo says, my Lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you, but at dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet. Bassanio, I will not fail you. Then Lorenzo also leaves, but he reminds Bassanio that do not forget the dinner time. Thank you, and please like and subscribe the video.